Do you know that we as individuals have limited time? That's what I want to talk about. Think about that for a moment. What am I talking about? We have limited time in a day, in a week, in our years, in our lives. This is my daughter, Clarissa. So I have a question for Clarissa. Hopefully you can see her. How many hours are there in a day?
24.
What does that mean to you? What does that mean, that you have 24 hours in a day? She knew I was going to ask her a question, but she didn't know what the question was. So in a brief explanation, what does that mean to you?
To have 24 hours in a day?
Yes.
That you have to make use of those 24 hours and maybe just accomplish some things throughout those hours.
Okay, so in 24 hours, give us a brief explanation of what happens on a just regular day of your life.
I usually just wake up early, go to work, come back, have dinner, spend some time with the family, go to yoga. That's about it.
School?
Yeah, go to school.
She's a full-time student, so that's her primary job. The reason I asked this question, it's very important for you to think of. I just thought about it as well. Clarissa goes back to school tomorrow. She'll be going back to Fort Collins. She's off for the summer, and then in a few days she is going to North Carolina to visit her aunt. The reason I asked that is because 2 days ago I went fishing with my son. My son is grown and he likes to fish. He's an outdoors guy, just like Clarissa. So I went fishing with him because I have to spend time with him. That's important to me, to spend time with him doing what he likes to do. And actually, we've done it twice already. It is great. I bought my fishing pass for a year, and I told him, I can't wait for you to pick the next place, and then I'm going to take him to a place called Farish. It's property of the Air Force Academy near Woodland Park here in Colorado. So Clarissa goes back to Fort Collins tomorrow before going back to North Carolina to visit her aunt. And it's important for me to spend some time with my daughter as well. How are you spending your time, your day, your week, your life, your years? With social media, this is an observation that I made. Let's say my family is together for a few hours and we're in the living room watching sports or watching TV. It's common for us to grab our phones and be checked into whatever it is that we're looking at, whether it's sports, social media, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you can think of. And I saw a saying one time that phones actually keep us close to those who are far from us, but keep us apart from those that are close to us. The example is, let's say it's us three or us four. We're in the same living room, but everybody's tuned into their phone, to include myself. That's a great saying that I didn't come up with it. How are you spending your time, your 24 hours? Sleeping, working? Is it an ideal situation? Hopefully it is. If it's not, what are you doing to make it better? Again, I'll ask you the question, and that's the question that I ask myself. How are you spending your time? Because our time is limited. So we just started a hike. We're here in Colorado Springs. Hike for a while, hydrate, go for a great lunch before she leaves tomorrow back to Fort Collins. So let's share with you a little bit of our day here in beautiful Colorado. Anything else?
No.
All right. This is where we are.